Okay, fine. So see guys, how many things I have shared in the group. First thing is, please download CCNA notes in your system. So this link, this is my drive link. Once you will click on this link, it will take you to my drive. Here you can see there are four folders. One, important topics notes. These are handwritten notes, right? So let me open it. Let me show you. See guys, when we will discuss EIGRP protocol, IPv6, BGP, router, packet flow and TCP header, like EIGRP part 2, IP header, quality of service, OSPF, static and dynamic routing, right? So when we will cover a particular topic, let's say in the live class we have to cover today OSPF, right? So after that class you will download this file. Fine. Now you don't need to download these file. Okay, skip it for now. These notes are topic by topic. Okay, for each topic, for each important topics, right, I have arranged a notes, so that maybe in future after 1 year or 2 year, if you will forget something in OSPF, let's say you have forget what is LSA 5 in OSPF or some any other concept, right? So you don't need to watch the video again, because if you will go to watch videos, it will take around 2 hours. Okay, so it will be very easy for you to recall the things by reading the notes. Okay, but again, as these are topic by topics, this is not necessary for you. So don't download it right now. Right now what you need to download, see this folder CCNA. There is one folder for CCNP. Again, this is not for you. If you want to download, you can download. I am providing you the complete notes of CCNP as well. See, under CCNP, CCNP routing is there, CCNP switching is there, and some CCNP handwritten notes is there. Fine. Again, for now you don't need to download CCNP notes. You don't need to download interview questions and answer, right? These are not required now. For now you need to click on this folder CCNA, right? Under guys CCNA, see there are lots of books and some notes. I am recommending you to download this one, CCNA docs file, right? So let me download it and let me show you how it's look like. See, now downloaded has been started. Let's say scanning for virus. Okay, then guys, there is one book, How to Master CCNA. This book is also good book to learn CCNA, right? You can get complicated topics in easy language, right? You can learn complicated topics in easy language, so you can download this one as well, Master CCNA, How to Master CCNA. Then this note is compulsory for everyone, basic networking, right? So this is the note, basic networking, right? So now you need to download this one, basic networking. Then you can download CCNA handwritten notes as well, but I will not recommend you to download this one as well for now. Download basic networking and CCNA.docs, this file, Word file, and you can download this one as well, How to Master CCNA. After that, this is official book of CCNA 200301, volume 1 and volume 2. This is volume 1, this is volume 2. Again, after 5 to 6 classes, you can download these two books and you can start reading. But for next 5 to 6 classes, you can skip it, because in first 5 to 6 classes, just I am going to make you understand the network fundamental, means basic, like how two devices are going to communicate with each other, like what is the role of OSI model there, headers, layers, right? Networking devices like routers, switches, firewall, IPS, IDS, okay, access point, WLC. So in basic module we are going to cover these topics, because what I am expecting that you are not familiar with even routers and switches. You don't know anything about the router, like what is router, what is switch. Okay, because I know there are few people who are completely fresher, right? They don't know anything about networking till now. They have only interest, passion, so that's why they have enrolled. So now it's my responsibility to make him understand everything from the beginning. Okay, so I am expecting you guys that you guys don't have any knowledge about network. Okay, so for first 5 to 6 days you need to download CCNA docs file and basic networking notes. After that you can download this one as well, guys, Recharge Deal CCNA. This one is also a good book. Then volume 1 and volume 2. After that, when we will move to the configuration part, after 6 to 7 classes, right, we will start the configuration of routers and switches. That time you need some basic commands, very basic commands, like how to change host name, how to take backup of Cisco IES, how to configure the banner, how to configure the password, how to save the configuration from running to a startup, right? So these are basic commands that you need to run on devices. Let's say you are a network engineer in a company and you need to add one new device, right? Company have just purchased a new router from the market and you need to add them in the existing network. So before adding that device in the network, you need to do some basic configuration on that device, right? So this note is going to tell you the basic commands. So like if I will download this one, see, this one is also downloading, and I have downloaded one CCNA file, docs file. So see guys, this is my CCNA note. So if I will open it here in, let's say, Word, yes, see, from the basic, like what is network? A group of two or more devices that connects together to share information between each other. That is what network. Like this note is going to give you one a small introduction for each topics, and these notes can help you a lot for interview as well. Let's say after the training, if you are planning for job change, right? So you need some technical words. Even you know the network, even you know what is network, right? But let's say you don't have some technical words, then how you will explain it? Guys, until and unless you are not able to express your knowledge in front of interviewer, if you are not able to convey your knowledge in front of interviewer, no one is going to hire you, right? So at the same time you need to learn also, and you need to practice how to share my knowledge in front of interviewer, in front of my team. Guys, sharing knowledge is very important to grow professional life, right? Even a network engineer who is not able to share their knowledge, and a same another network engineer who is able to share their knowledge, right, in front of anyone, let's say in front of their team, in front of their manager. So the professional life will grow exponentially to those who are able to share their knowledge. Like, right now what I am doing, I know the CCNA, I am also working in the industry. At the same time, I am sharing my knowledge to you. And guys, because of this, because I am sharing my knowledge, I am getting exponential benefit in my professional life, right? I worked in industry for 3 years without sharing any knowledge, because earlier, I was hesitating to share my knowledge. I was hesitating to speak English, right? But after spending 2 to 3 years, I realized that my professional life is growing very slowly. So I decided to teach people, right? And now, I am delivering my knowledge in front of my team, in front of 20 people, 30 people, even 50 people. And because of this, I am getting benefit as well. So that's why I'm recommending you guys, because as I'm getting benefit because of it. So if you will also start sharing your knowledge, right, you will also get benefit. Okay, so to share your knowledge you need technical word every time, right? To crack interview you need some technical words, and this note is going to help you to get technical words, right? So like you can see, this is the basic network, networking, internetwork, then types of network, right? These are basic things we will cover in basic module. Types of communication like unicast, multicast, broadcast, we are going to discuss everything, don't worry. Modes of communication like simplex, half duplex, full duplex, I'm going to give you example. See, when I will start any topic, like my topic for today is modes of communication. So guys, my main motive will be what? My main motive will be first to make you understand why you need to learn modes of communication. Let's say we are starting OSPF. First, you have to understand why we need OSPF, right? Where we are going to implement it in the real time. And once your why will be clear, it will become very easy to learn. Brother, trust me, after 45 days, if you will pay attention, if you will join the live session every day at the time, right? Guys, I am damn sure when you will compare yourself after the training and now, you will see a remarkable improvement in your technical skill. This is my promise. Right? Just you need to pay some attention. You need to spare some hours, right? Let's say 2 hours for the training and at least 1 hour for the learning. 1 hour for self-study. To read books sometime, to read notes sometime, to perform labs sometimes. That's it. I need your 3 hours every day. 2 hours for live session and 1 hour for self-study. And see how you can take your technical skill to the next level within 45 days. If you have invested something, if you have invested some money, that means you are serious. That means you are very serious, right, to learn. And guys, you know, investing money is not important like why I have paid their fee, I have paid the 10,000 at PM networking, but I didn't learn anything, right? You can manage this one, right? You can manage the 10,000, but the time that you are spending every day, 2 hours, right, is very important. If after the 2 hour, if you will not learn anything, you know, you can't join from tomorrow. So every day try to learn multiple things. Every day after the class, just think what I learned today. Just ask this question by yourself. Hey Praful, what you have learned today in the class? Let me recall all the things while sleeping, while, you know, taking dinners. You can think, you can recall the protocols, the devices, the topics which we discussed in the live class. And if you will do it for next 45 days, guys, see the improvement in your technical skill. Just 3 years back, I was also, you know, not aware about the network. Even I was not, you know, familiar with packet flow between two computers. But in 2018 or in I think 19, I decided to learn it. So first I have learned it, then I have practiced it again and again, and now, you know, routing, switching, CCNA, CCNP, these things are very easy for me. If I will go for CCNA exam 1,000 times, I will pass 1,000 times. Getting my point? Because these are very basic, even easier than learning ABC. And everything is practical. Everything is practical. And everything is, guys, predefined as well. So you don't need to develop anything. You are not going to become a software developer. Okay. So see this note. First of all, I'm going to give you one overview of this notes. So here there are some topics like network components, devices. These are again basic module. Devices like router, repeater, firewall, software, hardware, access point, then MAC address. In day 3 or in day 4, we will start MAC address and IP addressing. We will discuss from the 0. Then guys, we have OSI model. In OSI model, you need to learn layers and headers. These two are very important in OSI model for exam perspective as well and for interview perspective as well, and even for troubleshooting perspective as well. To troubleshoot a network, you know, basic module should be very clear to you. And you know, my recommendation to every network engineer is what? First, all network engineers should master routing and switching, right? They should spend lots of time to learn routing and switching. Fine. Then TCP IP, okay, again these are basic. Then we have some application layer protocol like FTP, HTTP, TFT, DHCP, DNS. Then we have headers. So now if you will read these notes, maybe it will be complicated for you and you will not get the, you know, actual meaning of words. But after the session, after the live class, if you will read the book, this note, right, it will be very easy for you to understand or to catch each and every word, right? So what I am telling you, first join the live session. After the class, whatever topic we have discussed, right, in the class, then you need to learn, read that things in note and book, right? And when we will perform lab, so I will tell you to do same lab by yourself as well, and sometime I will share some extra lab to you, right? That will be your homework. After the configuration, you will share with me and I will check your configuration. Then guys, we have some important protocols like ICMP, R protocol, right? Ethernet header. Then you need to learn cables, wire and wireless media. So access point, port, okay, fine. These are again basic. Then you have routing, right? In routing, we have two types of routing: static routing and dynamic routing. First we will see the static routing, then DHCP, dynamic routing. In dynamic routing, we have several type of protocols like OSPF, very important routing protocol. Nowadays most of the companies are using OSPF as their IGP protocol in real time. Okay, OSPF. Then you will get switching modules, like these are switching protocol, STP, spanning tree protocol. Okay, so we will discuss it in switching. And then in the last, after the switching, CPVST, MST, RSTP. Okay, access control list. These are advanced topic: NAT, NATPAT, IPv6. Then in the last we will discuss IPv6, and after V6, IPv6, after IPv6 maybe I will start wireless security. First I will start the security portion, then I will move to wireless section. AAA is also there. Okay, then the wireless section, and after that we will move to automation and virtualization. Okay, so guys, you need to download this note first in your system. The second note is this one, that as I told you, that is important for basic configuration. So let me open that one also. Yes, this one. Let me open it. Yeah. So like you can see, the first command that you will run on router is what? Enable. Because when you will access a router or switch, you will get access in user mode. This is user mode, right? So we will discuss about the modes of routers as well, right? The first command is enable command. Then again, if you want to move in user mode from the privilege mode, you can run disable command. Then to move global config mode, you need to run this command. Like you will do the configuration, actual configuration on router in this mode only. In this is configuration mode, configuration terminal mode, global config mode you can say, right? So to move in global config mode, you are running this command. You will run this command. Okay, then basic configuration of router. Okay, like hostname configuration, banner, saving configuration on router, how to save configuration, enable password configuration, enable secret configuration, right? Some verification command, configure console password, password on console port so that no one can access your device, how to encrypt all the password, configure IP address on router, how to configure IP, right? Configure telnet on the router, right? Telnet is a protocol which is used to access networking devices remotely. What I am saying, which is used to access networking devices remotely. Is my screen visible, guys? Yeah. So telnet is a protocol which is used to access networking devices remotely. So we will see how telnet work, right? But this is just a command to configure it, because as I told you, if you have just purchased a new router from the market, you have to do some initial configuration, like you have to enable SSH or telnet protocol there. You have to configure the host name. You have to protect your router. That means you have to configure the password on all line interfaces, right? Then SSH configuration. These are just command. Then telnet configuration on layer 2 switch, DHCP configuration on router. Okay, DHCP server configuration. DHCP configuration is done. Okay, DHCP relay agent configuration. These are again basic configuration, and after that static route configuration, right? So we are going to understand static routing configuration, or NAT, PAT means telnet, SSH, or DHCP in the lab, right? We will perform one lab for each protocols. But again, these are basic command, and you should have knowledge about these command at least, right? So please, after the class, please read this file once and check at least what command we are running on devices, right? Like basic commands. Like if I need to configure IP address on an interface, what command I will run there, like that. So for now, you need to download only these two notes from the drive. This one, basic iOS command and CCNA docs. If you want, you can download how to master CCNA, and this one also, basic networking. This is also important. Fine. Then guys, after some time, you can download this one, CCNA volume 1, CCNA volume 2. But maybe now if you will start reading this book, it will be complicated for you to understand. Now till here, any question? Till here, any question, guys? Lots of people have enrolled, but I think 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, only 6 people have joined. Okay, we are recording the session. This is day 1, so maybe that's why lots of people aren't joining. Yes, till here, do you have any question regarding the notes? No. The next thing that I have shared in the group is what? GNS3 setup. So this is my drive link. Also, will click on this drive link. See, it will take you to this file. Here you have one software. This is GNS3 file, right? You need to install this software, guys, in your system, and after that you need to import L3 images there. Again, I am recommending you to perform routing lab only in GNS3, right? Not switching, because for switching, GNS3 is, guys, not a good software, right? Lots of commands are not supported in GNS3, right? The switching commands, right? This is best software for routing, best software, but not for switching. For switching, either we can use packet tracer for the basic configuration, or for the advanced configuration, we can set up EVNG. Okay. So I will tell you, if you are not able to install it or set up it in your system GNS3, that how you will set up it. Okay. The second thing that you need to do after this class is you need to set up these two software in your system. First thing, download the notes. Second thing, set up the software. The third thing, if anyone want to download EVNG, want to set up EVNG, you can set up it, but otherwise EVNG is required when I will start switching module. See, I am going to cover complete CCNA 200301 in 3 module. Module 1, module 2, module 3. In module 1, we are going to discuss the basic, and name of module 1 is basic module. In module 2, we are going to learn the routing, and in module 3, we are going to learn the switching. Okay, so when I will start module 3, switching module, I will tell you to set up EVNG in your computer. Fine. So for now, you can set up GNS3 and packet tracer. That is sufficient for now. Okay, these two things you need to do after this class. Correct? How many of you are familiar with CCNA 200301 syllabus? And I am recording the session as well. So after the class, I will share a recording. If anyone is not familiar with syllabus of CCNA 200301, let me know. I will show you the syllabus on Cisco website. Because before starting the training, just I want to settle these basic questions, because I know these questions are coming in your mind. Yes, anyone want to see the syllabus? or what you can do, simply you can type here CCNA 200301 syllabus. Okay, so see guys, if you will go for exam for CCNA 200301 exam, Cisco is going to ask you question from these 6 section. From these 6 section: network fundamentals, network access, IP connectivity, IP services, security fundamentals, automation and programmability. The main portion is, first one is this one, network fundamental, 20%. This portion is going to cover 20% of your syllabus. Network access, again 20%. IP connectivity, 25%. IP services, 10%. Important, right? Security fundamental, 15%. And automation and programmability, 10%. Right? If you want to check the topics under network fundamentals, under network access, IP connectivity, IP services, security fundamentals, and automation and programmability, simply you can expand it. So under network fundamental, you need to learn these devices like routers, layer 2 switch, layer 3 switch, next generation firewall and IPS, access point controllers like Cisco DNA Center and WLC, then endpoints like your PC, laptop, servers, right? Then PoE, power over Ethernet. Then you need to understand the architecture, network architecture, like 2-tier, 3-tier, spine leaf, WAN, small office, home office, SOHO, on-premise and cloud. If you are deploying something on your server and deploying something on cloud, then what is the difference there, right? So here you have to learn basic cloud as well in CCNA 200301. Then guys, physical cabling like single mode fiber, multi-mode fiber and copper. Then connection like Ethernet shared, media and point-to-point connection. Identify the interface and cable issues. This is again part of troubleshooting. Cabling issues, like if there is faulty in cable, what type of error you can get and how to troubleshoot it. Then in OSI model, you will learn TCP UDP protocol, and TCP UDP is very important, very important in CCNA. Then configure and verify IPv4 addressing and subnetting. Describe the need for private IPv4 addressing, configuring and verifying IPv6 addressing and prefix. Then describe IPv6. Then you need to learn IPv6 addressing like unicast, anycast, multicast, and modified EUI64, extended unique identifier. Verify IP parameters for client operating system like Windows, Mac operating system, and Linux. I am expecting that you guys have already basic knowledge about these operating system, Windows, Mac OS, and Linux, like how to configure IP addresses on these operating system. So this is guys basic first module, first section of CCNA 200301. And then there are some more topics like non-overlapping Wi-Fi channels, SSID, radio frequency, encryption. Okay, so if you guys are not familiar with these terms, then I think we should not discuss the syllabus now. What I will do, I will discuss the syllabus later. First, let me finish the basic module and IPv4 addressing. Okay, so now I am going to start the class. Again, I am asking you, if anyone have any question, please ask me guys. Otherwise, I am going to start from the zero, from the network. Like first question to you is, what is network? But before that, tell me if any query, any question coming in your mind, because first we need to settle the query, your question. Let's say you are thinking or you have one question in your mind, right? And I am teaching you something. So you cannot handle both at the same time. Either you can focus on your question or you can focus on my content. So what I want, whenever you will get any question in your mind, stop me and first settle that question. Correct? And if you are not asking any question, then please keep yourself on mute. so that we can get an noise. Okay, so now hope you guys don't have any question. Okay, Satyam, am I audible to you? May I know your profile, brother? Profile like means what you are doing now. Are you engineer or just you are a student? Okay, you are completing your BCA in June. And why you are learning CCNA? What's your plan? You want to work in IT industry, networking domain. Okay, so you have interest, right, in networking. So after CCNA, you will go for job? Yeah, yeah, very good. Yes, exactly. This is what I was expecting from you. Yes, Chandra, what about you? May I know your profile like? Okay.
Sometimes we do system that IP configuration. That time I required network knowledge.
Where are you from?
I'm from Bangalore.
Bangalore. And you are working there, right? In Bangalore
Yeah.
only.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your plan after this course, after CCNA?
So I need to, after completion CCNA, I need to do certification.
Okay, CCNA certification, right? Good. Okay, okay. So your main motive is to pass CCNA exam, right?
Yeah.
Of this training. Good, good, good. Definitely you will be able to pass CCNA exam after the training. Don't worry. It will become very easy for you. Yes, Buddhika, am I audible to you? Buddhika? If I'm Buddhika, are you there? Yes, he is raising a hand. I think so you can't speak. Maybe you are sitting in office or somewhere, right? So just you can type in chat. Actually, I want to know you guys so that I can understand from where I should start and how I should, take the classes. So that's why just I want to know you guys, like your profile and why you have enrolled yourself for this course. I'm on Mac having issue with mic. Okay, no problem. But then Guna Shekhar, am I audible to you?
Yes, Mr. You're audible to me.
Yes.
So I'm a Cisco using engineer, like collaboration engineer. The thing is to advance further in collaboration and all you need to know basic networking. So that will help me to practice my UC labs and all. So that's the reason I started this course.
Okay, okay. Main motive is to improve your basic knowledge so that
Yeah,
you
if
can
there are
use
any
it in real
troubleshooting,
time.
yeah, if there is any troubleshooting needed, so I know how to answer this question or ask commands, check things like that.
Okay, okay, great, great. And Fortsana, Fortsana, am I audible to you? Gadi File Fortsana, if I'm right. Fortsana, yes, brother.
I just joined the meeting. What was the question?
A question is, what's your profile and why you have enrolled for CCNA course? What is your plan after this training?
Okay.
And also why you have choose only PM networking for your training?
Why? I recently graduated from university
Okay,
with degree in computer science. So I wanted to specialize in networking. So
okay, okay, okay. So after the training, will you go for certification?
yes, the
Okay,
idea is to get certified.
correct, correct, correct. Okay, okay, great. And why you have choose PM networking? Because there are lots of institute who is providing at CCNA training. Okay. Hanumant. Hanumant, am I audible to you? I'm currently working in a government data center and responsible for a storage system mainly. Satya, Satya, I'm audible to you, Satya. Okay, guys, let's start. Now, my first question to you is, what is network? As you guys are interested in networking, right? That's why you have enrolled, right? So, network, what is network is first question. Like, and this is very easy and basic question. So I'm expecting at least few words from you guys. Like, what is network? If someone will ask you what is network, what will be your answer?
To connect two devices.
To connect two devices, that's it.
Connect two devices and communicate.
Okay, so let's say I have two computer A and computer B. I have connected these two computer through one cable, right? Let's say this is Ethernet cable. Can I say this is one network? Yes, what about others? Can I say this is a network? See guys, here I have not configured any IP address. Here I have not configured any IP address. Just I have purchased the two laptops from the market, one Ethernet cable, and I have connected them together. Can I say it is a network? No. See, the group of networking devices which are connected together so that they can share information and resources, that is called network. Until and unless these two computers are not able to exchange the information, are not able to communicate with each other, we can't say this is a network. Network means both devices are able to communicate with each other, right? So let's say here my IP address is 10.1.1.1, here my IP address is 10.1.1.2. Now both machines have IP address, both machines have MAC address, right? Now these two devices can communicate with each other. So this can be a network. So the definition of network can be what? Group of networking devices which are connected together through wire or through radio frequency, doesn't matter, right? But both are connected, multiple devices are connected and they are able to exchange information. That is what network. And next term is networking. Then what is networking? And what is the difference between network and networking? I'm not talking about network marketing, guys. This is a different network. We are technical. Yes. What is networking? Networking means construction. The process of constructing a network is called networking. Like you have two computers and you are connecting these two computers together. This is what networking. The process of designing a network is called networking, like cabling, configuring the network, right? Configuring the protocol, configuring the IP address. These are what? Process of designing a network. That is networking. Fine. Is it clear? Yes. Here also you can see what is computer network. A computer network is a group of computers, or here you can say networking devices which are connected together so that they can share information. Networking, the process of design and construction of a network so that they can communicate in a secure environment, is known as networking. Then what is the advantage of network? Why we come up with network? To exchange the information. To exchange the information only?
To share.
Yes. Like without network, let's say one people or one guy is sitting in India, in let's say in India, in Delhi location, in Delhi, and one another guy, his friend is sitting in Mumbai location, right? And distance between Delhi and Mumbai is, let's say, what, 500 kilometer. There is no network between these two guys, and this guys who is sitting in Delhi want to send some information to this guys. Let's say, how are you, brother? How are you? How this Delhi guys will send this information to Mumbai guys? Without network, it will write a letter, right? It will send that letter to postman. Postman will deliver to Mumbai. Again, postman will deliver to this guys, Mumbai guys. It will take how much time? 2 to 3 days minimum, right? Distance is only 500 kilometers. If this guy is in India and this guy is in, let's say, US, then maybe it will take 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, correct? But through network, these two guys can communicate with each other in a second. Yes or no? These guys can open WhatsApp in their mobile, and they can send hi to these guys. And within 9 seconds, these guys will receive hi from Delhi guys. Yes or no? So through network, we can exchange information very fastly. Yes or no?
Yes.
So as we all are connected with network, we are not going to spend lots of time to understand the advantage, because I am expecting that you already know how important network is in nowadays, in real time, right? And to reduce human effort as well, if you will write the letter, first of all you have to write it on a paper, then you have to put the letter in the envelope, then you have to put the source address, destination address, right? You have to pay some money to postman. Getting my point? But through network, just you need to take a connectivity from ISP, you can connect with the internet, and then you can communicate with any guys on the globe. Correct, guys? I'm getting some noise from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if anyone is not speaking, then please keep yourself on mute. Okay. So hope advantage of network is also clear to you. Like for faster communication, we come up with network to reduce the human effort, right? Nowadays, without network, actually nowadays everything is based on network only. Like your car key, your television, you know, your car key have also one IP address nowadays, right? A remote key. You can lock your car, or you can open your car remotely through your key. Yes or no? So those all things is based on what? Network. Correct, guys? So what we can say? Advantage, speed first advantage, then second, cost effective, third, reliable. Reliable means what? If I am sending you something on WhatsApp, right, and after the reception, after the message received by you, I will get double tick here, like this. Yes or no? That means when we are getting double tick, we came to know that yes, my partner, my receiver device have successfully received the message. Means we are getting acknowledgement as well. And whenever you are getting acknowledgement of anything, that means it is a reliable. That means it is a reliable. Guys, there are two types of communication: reliable and unreliable. Reliable means getting acknowledgement of its data, and unreliable means not getting acknowledgement of data. Let's say from this machine, this is machine A, this is machine B. From machine A, I am sending one data, hi, right? So machine B will send me yes, or this machine can say, I get your hi. This is what? One kind of acknowledgement. And through that, we can say this is a reliable communication. Reliable means simply getting the acknowledgement. This is very important term in networking, reliable, reliability. So this is also one advantage of network. Then scalable. According to our requirement, we can increase the size of network. A network size can be increased according to the demand, or it can be decreased according to your requirement. Correct, guys? So these are advantage of network. Then types of network. Because there are only two types of network. One is LAN and another one is WAN. LAN and WAN. LAN stands for local area network and WAN stands for wide area network. Right? According to topology defined, we have only two types of network. But we are human. We have divided this network in multiple parts like LAN, WAN, MAN, CAN, PAN. But there are only two types of topology defined network, LAN and WAN. Soon I am going to make you understand LAN and WAN, don't worry. But for now, you can assume there are 5 types of networks. First one is LAN, local area network. Second one is WAN, wide area network. Third one is MAN, metropolitan area network. Fourth one is CAN, campus area network. And fifth one is PAN, personal area network. So we divide network on the basis of area, right? So if we are implementing a network in a building, in a small geographical area, that type of network is known as what? LAN. Correct? If we are implementing a network in a large geographical area, let's say between Delhi and Mumbai, between Bangalore and Chennai, these type of networks are WAN, wide area network. Network between India to US, India to Canada, these type of networks are what? WAN. But we have some more types of network here as human defined network, that is MAN. If we are implementing a network in metropolitan area, that type of network is MAN. If we are implementing a network in campus, like let's say in a college, there are few branch. There are 4 buildings. Building 1, building 2, building 3, and building 4. So in this building, I am implementing a network, right? There are some networking devices which are connected with each other. So which type of network it is? Which type of network it is? LAN? Right? In the same way, in this building also I have implemented one network. This is also what? LAN. In this building also I have implemented same network. This is also what? LAN. In this building also I have implemented same network. This is also what? LAN. Right? Now, can these 4 buildings communicate with each other? No. So we need to connect these 4 buildings also together, right? So this type of network is what? CAN. Right? So campus area network. In a campus there are 4 buildings, and in each building we have one LAN, and we are connecting all LAN together. So this type of network can be called as CAN, campus area network. In the same way, let's say I am implementing one network in a city. Right? Let's say this is Delhi. This is, okay, let's say this is Delhi. In Delhi, I have multiple branches, right? One branch in, let's say, Gurgaon, one branch in, let's say, in Noida, one branch in, let's say, in another location, and one is in another location, right? Distance between each branches is, let's say, around 6 kilometers. 6 kilometer or 10 kilometer or 10 kilometer or let's say 15 kilometer over here, right? So in each building, in each branch, we have some networking devices, right? So which type of network these are? These can be LAN or CAN, yes or no? Yes, LAN, or we can say CAN also. Let's say in a single branch we have multiple building, so it can be called as CAN also, right? You can say LAN as well as CAN, no problem at all. It can be LAN also, it can be CAN also. But when I will connect these all branches together, right? So this type of network is known as by what, guys? MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. Means implementing a network in a city, you can say, right? And guys, in the same way, I have few branches in US also. In US, I have one CAN. We have multiple branches in US, right? Under let's say 50-kilometer radius, we have multiple branches in US, right? Now, can these two branches communicate with each other like India branch and US branch? No. Again, we need what? Connectivity. So either I can connect these two branches, these two networks together through a cable, but it will be not a practical, right? It is not possible to connect India and US through one separate cable. It will be very costly, right? So we have what? We have service provider who is going to provide me connectivity between India to US. Let's say there is one service provider who have already connectivity between India to US. They have connectivity through what? Cable, right? They have split their cable between India and US. And now if you will pay some amount to this ISP, right, he will provide you the connection, right? So through this connection, you can connect your Delhi, means India branch, and US branch together. Now these two branches can communicate with each other. So this type of network is what? WAN, wide area network. So guys, if someone will ask you how many user can be there in a LAN, what will you answer? How many user can be there in a LAN, in a local area network?
How many members connected?
Yeah, how many devices I can connect in a LAN?
Based on the subnet, if it's a dot 24, you can have 254 users.
Why, brother? I can use multiple subnet, na?
Then there is no limit.
So why you are thinking like this? As I told you, we divide network on the basis of area, not on the basis of users. Getting my point? We have divided the network on the basis of area, not on the basis of users. Right? So if we are implementing a network in a small geographical area, that network can be known as by a LAN, right? If we have multiple LAN connected together, that can be known as by CAN, campus area network. And we have multiple CAN in a city and all are connected together, that can be known as by MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. And if we have multiple branches across the globe and we have connectivity through ISP, whenever you will take connectivity from ISP, that network will be considered as WAN, wide area network. Getting my point? And what is PAN then? What is personal area network? This is a smaller than LAN, local area network. Like, Bluetooth. You are sending some music, photos, with your family member with what? Bluetooth. Right? So through Bluetooth, what you are doing, you can connect two devices together, two mobile phone together, and then you can share data. So this type of network is known as what? PAN, personal area network. So we are using it for personal uses, not for the corporate. Getting my point? So when you are connecting devices through Bluetooth or through hotspots, those type of network are known as PAN, personal area network, and PAN is again smaller than LAN. So which network type is, guys, most smallest? PAN. And most largest? WAN. And how many types of network we have between PAN and WAN? CAN. Okay. Right. So till now we understood what is network, what is networking, what is advantage of networking, and types of networking. Any question in these 4 topics, because these are very basic topics, and hope it is clear to you. But still, if anyone have any question, right, if you want to ask, you are free to ask. Otherwise I will move further. So tell me. Clear? Everyone? Okay, only few people, I think 2 to 3 people are speaking. I don't know why others are not speaking, but if you are here, if you are watching me, right, and you have spent some money as well to attend this session, then guys, you should participate. If you will not participate, I'm damn sure in upcoming time, in upcoming days, things will be going to become harder for you, complicated for you. If you will participate in the session from day one, right, the advanced things will also become easy for you. So that's why I'm telling you to participate. And you are free to ask any question, right? Any question. Like you can ask me 1,000 times what is network. No problem at all. So at least say yes. At least say no, I don't have any question. At least try to participate, so that when I will start the actual networking topic, right, we will be communicating with each other. Got it? Next thing is components of network. Components of network means, you can say, requirement of network, right? What are the components? What are the things are required to design a simple network? So in a simple network, guys, there should be one sender device. Sender device means what? Device who is going to send the data, correct? There should be one receiver, the device who is going to receive the data. Then there should be a media between sender and receiver, which will carry the data, right? And media can be wire or it can be wireless. In wireless, it can be what? Radio frequency, RF, right? So in components of network, we have first device, that is sender, second device, that is receiver, third thing is media. Media who is going to carry the information between source and destination. The third thing is what? Your actual information, data. Your actual information. Right now I am teaching you what is actual data, guys. These are actual data, right? My voice, my board, these are what? Actual data. And the fifth thing is what? Protocol. Protocol means set of rule, right? Set of rule, right? Tell me why I am teaching you in English only, because English is not my native language, and I am not good enough in English and speaking English. I'm much comfortable in Hindi. Then why I am teaching you in English? Can you tell me the reason? Anyone? Correct. Who don't know the Hindi. So this is a rule for me. Brother Praphul, listen very careful. If you want to teach everyone in the class, if you want to broadcast your video on YouTube, right, for everyone, for national and international students, you have to speak in English. This is what? A rule for me. Even I love to speak Hindi, but I can't speak Hindi because it is a rule for me, right? In the same way, guys, under the network, also there is a rule of communication, right? Every device have to follow that rule to send the data and to receive the data. That rule is known as protocol. That rule is known as protocol. See, just give me on. Let me give you one example. Let's say I have two devices, PC1, PC2, or PCA, PCB. Fine. Both are connected together. Let's say through internet, right? IP address of PCA is 10.1.1.1. IP address of PCB is 10.1.1.2. See, person A, PC1 A is going to send, let's say, $10 to PCB. So this is what, guys? Actual data, correct? Correct, guys? Right? And in between person A and B, there will be one bank server also, right? Like Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, any bank. So person A will send request to the bank server, and then bank server will send $10 to person B, right? For now, let me remove bank server from here, right? In upcoming day, I will tell you the complete scenario also. Don't worry. But see, this is public network. Internet is what? Public network. There are lots of attacker, bad people also, hacker also, correct? Correct or not?
Yes.
Right? So they can read your data. They can modify your data. Let's say in this, a person is sending $10, right? And source IP address over here is what? 10.1.1.1. Destination IP address is what? 10.1.1.2. What if attacker on the link will change the destination IP address? If attacker will, change the destination IP address from 10.1.1.2 to 20.1.1.2. Now tell me, who will receive $10? Right? Other person? Let's say this boy is sending some personal private photo to their girlfriend, right? To their girlfriend, private photo, right? Or private message. Let's say, I love you. I love you, darling. What if attacker will read this data? Getting my point? So before sending the data, this machine have to do something for the security. Like this machine should encrypt the data so that if attacker will capture it, right, they cannot read it. So let's say this machine have used one algorithm to decrypt the data. Let's say actual data is not like this, because I'm going to make you understand the concept protocol, right? So that's why I'm taking very easy example. Let's say actual data is hello. And this machine is going to decrypt this data so that attacker cannot read it. Bad people cannot read it. And for the encryption, this machine have used one algorithm. It will always encrypt H into 1, E into 2, L into 3, and O into 4. So encrypted data will be what, guys? Tell me. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. After that, person A will send it to person B. If attacker will capture it, attacker will get this information, right? Attacker cannot decrypt it because attacker don't have this algorithm. Correct? But how person B is going to decrypt it? Because person B also don't have this algorithm. Yes or no? So this is what? This is protocol. Like if computer A want to communicate with computer B, both machines should have same encryption and decryption algorithm. This is what? A rule, and that rule is known as what? Protocol. Is it clear?
Yes.
1 minute. If it is not clear to anyone, guys, please let me know. I can give you 100 number of examples. No problem. If it is not clear to anyone, please let me know. Protocol is nothing but a set of rule. Whatever encryption, whatever hashing, whatever, features, or you can say parameters a sender device is going to use to send the data, receiver machine should have already knowledge about that parameters, about that algorithm. Correct? Like if I am teaching you in English, this is a rule for you also, right? That you should be able to understand English. Otherwise, you cannot get me. Correct? So right now, I am sender, you are receiver, right? We both are communicating in English because we both know English. Getting my point? So these are, guys, components of network. Sender, who is going to send the data, receiver, who is going to receive the data, media, who is going to carry the data. Data is my actual information, protocol set of rule. Fine, can I move? Okay. Types of communication. Types of communication. Guys, before discussing type of communication, let me give you one example. Let's say this is a device called switch. You know what is switch? Don't worry if you don't know what is switch. I am going to teach you switch from zero. But for now, what I am telling you, switch is a device which is used to connect multiple networking devices together. That's it. Switch is a networking device which is used to connect multiple networking devices together. Clear? For now? Okay. See, now I have few computers. Computer A, computer B, computer C, computer D. See, instead of switch, I can use access point as well, AP. Again, AP and switch both are used to connect multiple networking devices together. Switch is going to connect multiple devices together through wire, and AP is going to connect multiple devices together through radio frequency. Fine. So let me take example of switch only for now. Now I am going to connect these all devices together. Fine. See, if person A want to communicate with person D only, right? Let's say this is manager of company, of this company, right? This is a network of a company. This switch is connected with one router, and router is connected with one firewall, and firewall is connected with ISP. This is basic structure of network, right? This is internet, ISP, then we have one firewall to secure my private network. The ISP network is always known as by public network, right? Untrusted network. And my private network means my network is known as my private network, and it is trusted network. So whenever you want to secure your private network, you have to place the firewall between trusted and untrusted, right? So that's why here I have one firewall as well. Now this manager want to tell to D. Yes, someone have raised the hand. Please ask the question, guys.
I don't know if it's only me or what. The audio is fine, but the video is
Video is slow.
They're writing something, but it's just like on types of communications. Nothing new.
Oh, is it for everyone?
No, showing. For me, it's okay.
But I think so, you need to check your internet speed. Let me check. By the way, my internet speed as well. Speed test. Yeah, my internet is fine.
Maybe it's my internet.
Yeah. So, on my website also you can see the basic requirement to learn CCNA is what? Through me, if anyone want to learn CCNA, the basic requirement is two things. First, good internet connectivity. Second, one basic laptop. That's it. Then I can teach CCNA to anyone. Even they are technical or non-technical, doesn't matter. Right? So please, brother, please, as you are serious, that's why I'm requesting you to arrange a good internet connectivity for 45 days.
Yes, I'll see what to do.
Okay? Yes. Now let's come on the scenario. See, this is manager. PC1 is manager, right? And these are employee, like B, C, and D are employee. Let's say manager want to tell to person D that, brother, tomorrow is your leave, let's say, right? Or come to my cabin, let's say, right? Manager want to tell to person D, come to my cabin, right? So it will send one message to person D only, correct guys? So here how many sender are there? How many sender are there? One. How many receiver are there? One. So this type of communication is known as unicast.
Unicast.
Unicast means one sender, one receiver.
This way.
Clear? Now this manager want to send a message to person C and D that tomorrow is holiday for you, right? So manager have two options. Either it can send one message to C and one message to D, correct? But this time manager is doing unicast, but manager have to send the message twice, yes or no? Like this, let's say there are 100 employees. 100 employees to whom manager need to send this message. So manager have to do unicast 100 times, correct? But manager have one option. Manager can send single message to multiple computer at the same time, right? It will send, manager will send this message to a multicast address, right? We will discuss about the multicast as well, right? But what I'm saying, whenever manager will send a single message to multiple users like person C and D, so in this scenario, how many sender are there? One. How many receiver are there? Two. Correct guys? So we have single sender, we have multiple receiver. So this type of communication is known as multicast. When we have multiple receiver and single sender, we will see how multicasting will work. That is not our concern now, right? Just try to understand what is multicast communication. And guys, if manager want to send a message to everyone in the network, let's say there are 1000 employees in their company, and manager need to inform everyone that tomorrow is holiday. So what manager can do? Manager can send a single message on a broadcast address, on the last address of subnet. So we will see the broadcast address and multicast address in IP addressing, right? Maybe in day 3 or day 4. So if manager is sending a broadcast message, right, that means it will forward to switch and switch will forward to everyone, to B, C and D. So how many sender are there? One. How many receiver are there? All in the network. You cannot say 3 only. All in the network. Let's say there are few more devices. So this device will also receive the broadcast. So if there is a single sender and all receiver in the network, that type of network is known as broadcast. Now let me take you here. See, what is unicast? It is one-to-one communication. If there is a single sender and single receiver, that type of communication is known as unicast. Multicast, it is one-to-many communication. If there is one sender and multiple receiver, that type of communication is known as multicast. Broadcast, it is one-to-all in a network. You cannot say it is one-to-all. Not all. It is one-to-all in a network. It is one-to-all in a network. Let's say I have a network like this. I have one switch here. I have one another switch here, switch 2. Let's say this is sales department. There are some computers. This is sales department. And this is marketing department. There are again some users. Marketing department, right? Now we need to connect these two networks together. So I'm going to introduce the second networking device in front of you. See, to connect multiple networking devices together, we have switch and we have access point. Now to connect multiple network together, we have a device called router, right? Like this is different network, this is different network. We have not two network. And if I want to connect these two network together, I need a centralized device, and that device can be router. It can be layer 3 switch also, but now don't worry about the layer 3 switch. So if someone will ask you what is router, so router is a networking device which is used to connect multiple network together. So through that router, through this router, I can connect these two network together. Now let's say this is manager here. If this manager want to send a broadcast message to everyone, it will generate a packet and it will send to a broadcast address. You know which devices is going to, how many devices will receive this broadcast message? This machine will receive, this machine will receive, this machine will receive, this machine will receive, and router will receive. Router is not going to forward that broadcast message to switch number 2. That means broadcast means what? 1, 2 all in a network only. Clear? Got it, guys? Okay, so hope now types of communication is also clear to you. Today just I am covering basic things, like these are basic terms in networking. So first of all, I have to make you familiar with the basic terms, and then I will start actual networking. So don't worry, actual networking is very easy, but try to understand these all things very carefully, because I am going to use these all terms in all upcoming classes. After 10 days, we will be discussing many times like unicast, multicast, broadcast, simplex, half duplex, full duplex, right? Reliability, protocol, these things. So hope now you are familiar with protocol. Hope you are familiar with unicast, multicast, broadcast. Hope you are familiar with, at least familiar with switch and router and access point also. But we will discuss router, switches, in very details. Okay, now let's move to this portion, modes of communication, because today I have to finish these basic terms. Guys, modes of communication. We have 3 modes. One is simplex, another one is half duplex, and third one is full duplex. First of all, what do you mean by modes? Mode means how we are going to send the data. How we are going to send the data, that is mode. So modes of communication means how many way we have for communication. How many way we have for communication? So we have 3 way: simplex, half duplex, and full duplex. Okay. Okay, guys, let me give you one more example here. In everyone home, I think there is television, correct? TV or radio, right? Through television, can you send some information? You can only receive, right? You can only watch on the TV. You can only listen on the radio, right? You cannot send anything. So these devices are, proper receiver device, correct? These devices, television, radios, these are what? Keyboard. Through keyboard also, you can only give the input. You cannot take output from the keyboard, right? Like your screen. Screen is what? One kind of output. Because through a screen you are getting output, correct, guys? Okay. So see, simplex means what? Simplex, a device who can only send the data or who can either only receive the data, right? Like your television. Television can only receive the data. Means television works on which mode? Simplex. Your computer screen. I'm not talking about the touch screen, because through touch screen you can give input as well, correct? Right? But normal screen is what? Output device. You can only get information. So your screen also working on simplex. So in technical word, what you can say, what is simplex? See here. In technical word, you can say in this mode of communication, only one device can send the traffic and other device can only receive the traffic. Example of simplex can be your keyboard, mouse, radio, right? Okay. Means, yes. Traffic means again your actual data information, your data, right? Sometime I will say data, sometime I will say information, sometime I will say what? Traffic. Got it? Okay, so let's say I have one computer here. This is sender and this computer is receiver, right? So this machine can only send the data. This machine have only capability to transmit the data. This machine don't have capability to receive anything, right? In the same way, this machine have only capability to receive the data. This machine don't have capability to send the data. So that means both devices works on what? Simplex. Correct, guys? Clear this term? Now the half duplex, second mode. Half duplex. See, in half duplex, a device can send the data as well as receive the data, but not at the same instant of time, right? Let's say a PC A, PC B, right? PC A can send the data as well as it can receive the data. In the same way, PC B can also send the data as well as receive the data, but not at the same time. At a time, these devices can either send the data or can receive the data, right? Cannot do both things at the same time. Let's take an example of baby born, new baby, let's say 5 days or 1 month baby. So guys, after 5 days, this baby is acting as a what? Simplex, half duplex, or something else? See, baby can only listen you, right? Can baby reply you? So this baby is acting like a simplex, correct? After 6 months, if you will tell something to baby, right, they can listen you, right? And after that they can reply you. First they will listen, then they will reply. At the same time he is not going to reply, correct? And after 6 years, right, it can communicate in bidirectional. At the same time he can listen as well and he can reply as well, correct? So this is after 6 years, a baby is acting as a full duplex. After 6 months, a baby is acting as a half duplex, and newborn baby is acting as a what? Simplex. In the same way, this computer have capability to receive as well as send the data, but not at the same instant of time. Let me give you another example. Let's take example of Bluetooth. You know, you have two mobile phone, and you want to send one song from this mobile to this mobile at the same time, and there is one song on this mobile also. You want to send this song to this mobile and this song to this mobile. Through Bluetooth, you know, you cannot send song from both devices at the time. Either from this device you can send the song or you can receive the song, correct? Through Bluetooth, either you can receive the data or you can only send the data. You cannot do both. So Bluetooth works on half duplex. So half duplex is not one-way communication. Half duplex is two-way communication, but not at the same instant of time. Not at the same instant of time. So in the definition also here you can see, guys, after class please must read these notes, this note. Simplex is clear, half duplex. In this mode of communication, both devices can transmit and receive the traffic, but not at the same instant of time. An example of half duplex can be what? Hub. We will discuss hub is a networking device, right? Nowadays we are not using it, right? Hub is an older version of switch, you can say, older version of switch. So we come up with switch to replace the hub. Nowadays we are not using it, right? Hub, because hub was working on half duplex only. So let's say if I have connected 5 computer or 4 computer together through one hub. So hub works at half duplex. Can these two devices communicate at a time? No. Right? Or let's say if this device is sending one data, right, at the same time, what will happen if this device will also send data to hub? Collision will occur over here. Because hub works on half duplex, either it can receive the data or it can, yes, transmit the data at a time. If it is receiving data from 2 devices at the same time, data is going to be collide, right? Another example of half duplex can be what? Bluetooth, correct? Okay, so half duplex is, if someone will ask you what is half duplex, so you can say half duplex is two-way communication but not at the same time. And then last one, full duplex. The difference in half duplex and full duplex is what? In full duplex, a device can either send the data or receive the data at the same instant of time. Like right now we are talking, right? We can speak as well as listen at the same time. That is full duplex. And all your devices, networking devices that we are using nowadays works on what? Half duplex, except AP, access point, because again access point is working on half duplex only. You can use access point also as a full duplex, but you have to configure it. By default, it works on half duplex. Clear? Fine, guys. Any question till here? Now the next topic is networking devices. Very important. Very important. In networking devices, see, here we are going to cover how many devices? NIC, hub, switch, and router, right? So these 4 devices will take you around 1 hour. Okay, so let's start from NIC, network interface card. What is NIC, guys? Anyone have answer? If anyone is not able to digest, please let me know, right? No problem if I will continue networking devices from tomorrow as well, right? Because first 5 days is only for basic module and it totally depends on you how you are going to take the class. If anyone is not able to digest, please let me know. Should I continue? Okay, so first device is NIC, network interface card. A network interface card is a computer hardware component that used to connect a computer, or you can say a networking device, to network. Like, let's say you have one PC and you want to connect this PC to any other networking device, maybe to other PC, to switch, to router, to any other networking devices. What you need on PC, guys? You need an interface, yes or no? You need a port. You can say port also, you can say interface also, both are same. Getting my point? Yes or no? That is called what? That is called NIC, network interface card. Each networking device should have NIC, right? Then only we can connect that device to network. Without NIC card, we cannot connect a device to network. Now NIC can be again what? Wire or wireless, right? Because we have two options for PC. If I want to connect this PC to network, I have two options. Either I can connect it through cable or I can connect it through radio frequency, through wirelessly, yes or no? Right? So NIC can be wired or it can be wireless. How NIC look like? Let me show you first. These are what, guys? NIC. In your laptop also you can see, you can check. There will be one port like this, yes or no? In few laptop, in thin laptop, maybe you will not get this port, but you will have still NIC port, NIC card, right? That will support Wi-Fi, right? But this port is for Ethernet cable. Here you can insert RJ45 connector. RJ45 connector. Let me show you RJ45 connector also, like this. This is what RJ45 connector. This one. Getting my point? So if you want to connect two computer together, what you need, guys? Let me design here. Let's say you have two computer A and computer B. I'm going to give you two scenarios, don't worry, one for wire, one for wireless. Two computers. A and B. On both computer we should have one NIC port, network interface card, correct? Correct, guys? Now what we need? We need a cable. Which cable? Cable with this connector. Yes, RJ45. This type of cable. Correct? So you will insert one end of this cable in computer A, one end of cable in computer A, and one end of cable in computer B, like this. And you will configure IP address on this NIC port only, right? We never configure IP address on computer. We configure IP address on NIC port only, right? And guys, can I ask you one question? My question is this. You all have laptop, right? how many NIC card are there in your laptop? Tell me.
One.
Only one.
Two. Wi-Fi and
You are saying that you can't connect your device to the network through Bluetooth? So answer of this question can be what? It depends how many way I have to connect my device to network. Correct, guys? If I have 5 way, let's say, let me show you my interfaces, right? For that, simply let me show you my interfaces here. Oh my god, yes. See how many interfaces are there. Few are virtual and few are physical, but these all are what? NIC, network interface card, right? Again, it can be virtual also, because nowadays, virtualization is in market, guys. And through virtualization on a single physical, virtualization is what? Virtualization means, let's say you have a hardware, you have a good hardware with good CPU, good memory, good process, but how many operating system you can install on this hardware, brother? Let's say your requirement is you need to install Windows operating system as well as Linux operating system. How many hardware you have to purchase? Two? Getting my point? You need to purchase two hardware, yes. Right? On one hardware you can run Windows operating system, on another you can run Linux operating system. But with the help of virtualization, on a single hardware, you can run both operating system, right? That means with the help of virtualization, we can divide the hardware, right? Let's say this hardware have 64 GB of RAM, and I want to install Windows as well as Linux. I want to provide 32 GB for Windows operating system and 32 GB for Linux operating system. Yes, I can do it with the help of what? Virtualization. So in virtualization, what do you need to do? You need to create virtual interface again. Let's say you have one NIC card, one physical NIC card. So you have to divide that physical NIC card into two parts. So actually you are dividing your NIC into two parts virtually. Getting my point? This is virtualization, like running multiple operating system, multiple features, multiple services on a single hardware. That is the reason why we come up with virtualization. Now if I want to use Linux as well as Windows operating system and many more operating system, I can use VMware. You can see in my computer there is VMware software, and in the VMware software, if I will open my VMware, you can see there are lots of devices, right? You can see EVNG is there. So EVNG is also one kind of operating system. I can run it on a particular hardware as well, but I am running EVNG as well as Windows both on a single hardware, right? With the help of virtualization. So that's why we have here multiple NICs, right? Few are virtual NICs, few are physical NICs. Getting my point? Clear? Okay. So answer of this question can be depends on how many way we have to connect the devices to network, and we can add the NIC card also. Like if you have old CPU, right? So old CPU does not have Wi-Fi NIC card, but if you want to connect your CPU, old CPU, to your access point, to your home router wirelessly, just you need to purchase one a small device from market at 100 rupees or 150 rupees, right? And then you can connect your old CPU to Wi-Fi. You need to purchase this one, NIC, what we can say, Wi-Fi NIC card. Let me check. Yes, this. You need to purchase this one, 802.11n, or if we have multiple standard, right? We will discuss in wireless what is 802.11 and A, B, right? We have multiple standard here. We will talk about that later in the wireless section. So you can purchase this device from the market and you can put it in your CPU on your which port? USB port, right? And then you can connect your old CPU to your home Wi-Fi router. Getting my point? Clear? So this is also what? NIC. And guys, now second question. How many IP address I can configure on a computer?
How many NIC are available? No,
Correct.
okay.
Not only one.
Wi-Fi other.
Not only one, because you have multiple ports interface to connect your computer to network. That means you can configure multiple IP address. Na? One IP address is required on one port. Correct? IP address is nothing but what? Identification of port. Correct? How many IP address I can configure on PC? Depends on NIC. Got it? So like this, you can see here also. Where's my Wi-Fi? Yes. Wi-Fi. See, on this Wi-Fi NIC, I have one IP address. Why you are not able to see IP here? Because actually this port is getting IP address from DHCP server. So what I can do, simply I can open the CMD and here I can run one command to check the IP addresses on Windows operating system. You are running this command, ipconfig all. So you can see on all the interface like Wi-Fi LAN adapter, what is the IP address running there, guys? 192.168.1.4. This is IPv4 address. There is IPv6 address also. This is IPv6 address. Fine. Then default gateway 192.168.1.1. This is IP address of my home router. Getting my point? See, this is my PC. This is my PC. And my PC is connected with my home router through Wi-Fi NIC. Here is home router. This is my home router and both devices are connected together through radio frequency, through Wi-Fi. Getting my point? And what is the IP address of this NIC port? 192.168.1.4, correct? Here IP address is 192.168.1.4. What is the gateway IP address? Gateway IP address means my router IP address. So my router IP address is 192.168.1.1. Both are in same subnet or different subnet? Both are in same subnet. Because if you are not okay with this, no problem. You will understand this in IP addressing. Both are in same subnet. Apart from it, see the other interfaces. Ethernet adapter. On this interface, we don't have any IP address, correct? Ethernet 3. We have one IP address on this interface, 192.168.50.1. Wireless LAN adapter local area network connection 1. We don't have any IP address over here as well, right? On this interface. This is for VMware, right?
Sir,
Hmm.
in Windows we can give more than one IP to an interface, right?
Right. in not only Windows, in all operating system. If you have 5 NIC, then you can configure 5 IP addresses. If you have 10 number of NIC, you can configure 10 IP addresses.
No, not that what I mean. In one network card, we can configure
Only one IP.
multiple.
No.
But in Windows, I used to do before for small organizations. I can put the main IP and then I go to the advanced settings. I can.
Yeah, you can. But for now, just keep in mind this only, okay?
Sure. Okay.
I know that. I will teach you that also, okay?
Sure.
As I told you that we can divide the physical NIC into virtual as well, correct?
Sure. Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Okay, for now just keep in mind that on one NIC port we can configure one IP address, and here is my scenario, right? In my PC there are multiple NIC port, and on multiple NIC port there are different IP addresses, and two NIC port cannot have same IP address from the same subnet. Because let's say this computer, this PC, this is PCA, this PC have some NICs, like here NIC1, NIC2. If I will configure IP on both NIC port from same subnet, what will happen? IP will overlap. NIC1, NIC2. Okay. So on both NIC, IP address should be configured in different subnet. Right? Here I can not configure this IP 192.168.1.5. I have to configure different subnet like 2.1. Here I can configure 3.1. Don't worry, this is part of IP addressing. If anyone is not getting, don't worry. Like this. So two NIC port or NIC cannot have same IP address from the same subnets. Clear? Is it clear? Okay, so this is guys first networking device, that is NIC. And after the class, please spend at least 10 minutes to learn NIC. Like on Google, see, whenever you are learning new topics, you should type it in Google, like what is NIC card, like this. What is the use of NIC card? You can read, you can spend 2 to 3 minutes over here, then you can click over here, you can spend some time over here, some time over here. That's it, right? Just check 2 to 3 links, that is enough. You will get sufficient knowledge about the NIC. And I'm going to tell you one more resource, guys, best resource to learn networking, right? This is Router LA. This guy work very hard, right? See, this is his website. On his website you will get again good notes like complete CCNA study guide, complete CCNP study guide. There are some topics like introduction to network. Let's say I want to learn introduction of networks or OSI model, so I will click on this topic. See, one PDF will open in front of me, and here I can read what is network, what do you mean by protocol. As I told you, protocol are rules. But if you are completely fresher in networking, then first at least attend 5 classes, and after that start reading notes. Then you can get everything. Maybe now you will get confused. Okay, again, Router LA is the best website, I think, for the beginner. When I was a student, I was learning CCNA